And just like that, the final episode of the recording session has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. I suck at video games and I suck at commentary. And when we last left off, we were investigating stuff. We were not really exactly interrogating, but we were trying to see if we could get any information out of Miss Adrian Andrews. Okay, let's go ahead and present the newspaper clipping. Nope. I don't think that she has anything new to say, or anything new. I don't think that she has anything at all to say about any of the new information that we gathered, the new evidence. But, you know, just in case, you never know. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to profiles. There are a couple new people. So Larry Butts, onward. Larry Butts. Nope. Nothing to say. Did she even attend? I don't think that she attended the what do you call it? The case. I don't think that she did. Godot. Nope, nothing to say. Alrighty then. Kane Bullard. I doubt it. Alrighty then. So, first and foremost, let's go ahead and let's examine, see if there's anything new. I don't think that box was there before, was it? Or it wasn't in that position. That pathetic looking one. Nope. Yes, it was. That's the box that I had the second right. It might be cool if there's an enemy on it. I worked so hard to make that box. Oh, you made that poor. Why can't I skip past this? Come on. We've already seen this before. And I was so proud of it. Sniffle, sniffle. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Master had taken the box too. Alrighty then. Nope. Nothing new there. Nope. It doesn't look like there's anything new. Alright, let's go ahead and present the Magatama to you. Alright. We might be able to do this. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. The Sacred Urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn?
Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation.
Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? Huh. Do we? I'm not quite sure if we do yet. Treasure exhibit poster. We might. Let's see. Publicity photo. I don't think that any of this crap has anything to do with it at all. Damask calling card. The security camera photo. Will that work? Camera data. Photo. Let's check. There's no... I'm not quite sure if that would work. We'll try it, but I don't think that's really going to prove anything. Well, Miss Andrews?
See, look, it was a fake after all.
Huh?
I mean, your evidence is fake too, as I expected.
Oops, I guess this isn't going to help me much. Alright.
So have I convinced you, or... do you have any evidence that the urns that was submitted at the trial is genuine?
I feel like we have to have evidence at this point for at least one of the two Cyclops things. As in two Cyclops things, not the two Cyclops for Miss Andrews, but one for Miss Andrews and the other being Larry Butts. I feel like this is... I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna work. We could try it. Poster, touch the check button for details. No. We'll try it, but I'm pretty sure this is wrong too. Nope, as I thought. Alright, so let's go. I'm going to look at just a little bit more, but after this I'm going to back out. I'm going to back out. Unless we have, like, proof. Could we, like, use ourselves, say, like... Nope, we're going to have to leave. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Alright. Let's go ahead and move. Main exhibition hall. Move. To... Acme Detective Agency? Is there... I don't think so. I don't think there's gonna be anything new here. Alright, the mass hideout. No. So we've reached effectively that part of the investigations phase, haven't we? I think so. Yes, we have. This part where it should be pretty obvious what we're supposed to do, but I get completely lost. Alright, let's talk. Alright, nothing new. Let's see, maybe... do you have anything new to say about any of the new info? Maybe that might give us some clues. Alright, so... did we ever present the blackmail letter to you? So Mr. Light was being blackmailed, huh? By the CEO of the security company he used to work for. Yeah, it looks like it. Sounds like we still need to do some more poking around. You better watch yourself and not do anything naughty either, Nick. Was that a threat? Is he trying to blackmail me now? Ron's wallet? This was found in the building where the crime took place on the very night of the murder. And according to the time record on the keycard inside, yeah, it was used right around the time of the murder. Doesn't sound very good, huh? Alright, CEO office keycard? Okay, yeah. Publicity photo. So Detective Atme was masked to mask after all, huh? I guess so. After all, he did admit it. Yes, but Mr. Light still hasn't changed his tune. He's still claiming that he's the real Mask to Mask. You don't think he's just saying that to avoid the murder charge, do you? I'm not sure. Damask brooch. This was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. So does that mean Detective Atme put it there himself? That's the only explanation I can think of. I guess he wanted to make sure it looked like he struggled with the thief that night. That night, I should say. Kane's autopsy report. What do you think about this? It seems like it has something to do with this case, but I'm not really sure. Alright, newspaper clipping. Nope, nothing at all to say about any of the new crap. Kane's list! Nope, nothing to say about Kane's list, or Schindler's List for that matter. CEO office buzzer. Nope. Alright, well, what about the CEO person? Kane Bullard, if you will. He's the victim in this case. Lame Blowhard. No, it's Kane Bullard. I know, but he looks so ugly. Well, why don't you remember at least the bull part of his name and riff off of that? Now that you mention it, I guess he does kind of look like an ugly old bull. We still don't know very much about this victim. So he's the one who sent the blackmail letter to Mr. Light, right? It looks that way, but we still need to look into this guy. We still need to look into this guy some more. Alrighty then. I think that's it. Alrighty then. So, yeah, okay, so all we can do is just... Alright, so, let's go back to the detention center. No. I don't think that we're going to be able to go there until we at least break one of these psych locks. Damask hideout? Is there anything new that we get? I don't think so. We already talked to everything. We already talked to her. We presented all the evidence. So, is there anything new to examine? It doesn't look like it. If we examine the blackmail letter again. So Ron received a blackmail letter, huh? Do you think Mr. Light knows about this? Well, if she did, I don't think she would have been smiling like that. I wonder if she would tell her about, if we should tell her about it. I think it'd be smart if we didn't. And we already tried presenting it to her, so that's not really going to do anything for us. Okay, so... Admin Detective Agency, CEO's office. We already presented everything to Gumshoe. We already talked to Gumshoe about everything, I am fairly certain. Alright, we already presented everything, I am fairly certain. Okay, so we're gonna... Looks like we're gonna try to break one of these psych locks. So which one do we break? Alright, so we need proof that he was not here. He was busy, whatever. Kane's list, newspaper clipping, Kane's autopsy report, publicity photo. Written fountain pen found in Ron's room, found KB security building. You did find that. Okay, I think we have a case here. Let's try it. Let's try this. Alrighty then. Here we go. The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delight? But that was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too? Never! I didn't sneak out, I tell you what. I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow, now that's confidence. Well, what's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning a station when the murder happened is... The Ron's wallet that he found, perhaps? This wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar! You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happened. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building. 1 o'clock in the morning. That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 o'clock p.m. The murder might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murder had snuck in before 10 o'clock p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 o'clock p.m. during her shift because of the CEO office keycard. Obviously. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does, but I can't show the record to just anyone you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that! Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office is open with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Yeah, no! Unlock successful. There we go. The night of the crime. Oh, I knew it! It's all my fault! It's my fault that the boss was killed! My fault! Larry! There was nothing I could do! I have important issues to deal with too, man! What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened! Donna? Donna! Oh, Donna! Anyway. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy sucked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching, isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So is that why you left the security guard office? Well, I'm sorry! It was all my fault! How can I ever make it up for you, Nick? How can I do what? He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh boy, Nick! Is there anything I could do? Anything, just name it! I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it, I swear I will! Larry. Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick! Alright, let's back up. And save while we're at it. Well, that was interesting. So, will this help us with the... Will this new information help us with the Adrian Andrews psych lock, though? I don't think so. I think we're on our own. I think we're gonna have to go to Kudine Village first before we can break down Adrian Andrews, and I don't think we're gonna be able to do that until, like, maybe Pearls. Maybe not till we come back. Maybe not directly go there, but until we see Pearls again. Alright, so, this new information that we got, starting with Kane's autopsy report. I think you know how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that. What is it, Nick? It's just that he seems so, I don't know, pleasant. Newspaper clipping. Alright, Larry Butts, we get it, you're useless. Kane's list. No, come on, man! CEO office buzzer. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right, just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Huh? Go ahead, Maya, press the buzzer in your... up! In your heart! I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am! Wow, that was pretty good! Thanks, I try! Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please! Please tell us! Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed! We're gonna have to, like, directly talk to him. But first, before we do that, I want to see if you have anything to say about Kane Bullard. At all. The CEO of our company, he was a pretty good guy. Huh? Really? Yeah, you bet! Merity, you know how I'm not very good about working hard, right? Yeah, I kinda noticed. Well, guess what the boss said to me about that? I don't expect much work from you, Larry. In return, just don't expect much pay. I see. I guess he had to follow some kind of dumb law about having security here in the building. So in order to pay the lowest wage possible, he went to the bottom of the barrel. To be honest, I really looked up to the boss. If I ever grow up to be a CEO, I want to be just like him. And I don't worry, Nick, I promise I'll hire you for security. We need the Phoenix as security, after all. Emergency buzzer. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it, so that was you, huh? Why didn't you go to the Larry, what is wrong with you, man? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO office? Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's go back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have a look at it. You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Really, somehow I kinda doubt that, but do you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could have— Wah! What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake! Huh? But how? It can't be! It's impossible! Okay, enough already! What about the records? That night, it went off just once in the morning at around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened! Really? Are you serious? That's terrible! It can't be! Buzzer record added to the court record. I swear, Larry was not this incompetent in the first game. Like, I feel like they upped his incompetency. Like, he was quite a joke, but I feel like they made, like, I feel like I sound like a broken record right now. I say that all the time, don't I? I guess by saying I feel like I sound like a broken record right now, it makes me sound like a broken record even more, doesn't it? Yeah, but, like, I feel like they made him even more incompetent in this game. That's kind of like how in newer episodes of SpongeBob they made Patrick progressively more and more stupid. And the buzzer went off once at 1 or 2 a.m. on the October 12th in the CEO's office. You guys have really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem is with all this reflecting, where is the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know. What are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. Alright, well, frankly, Larry, I think that's all the information we can get out of you, so we'll talk to you later. Maybe when you switch to some other part-time job. By the way, random Japanese lesson for the day. Arubaito is in Japanese, arubaito. It's a, what is it? It's a part-time job. It's a borrowed word. It comes from German, actually. Oftentimes, I think I've seen, like, anime and whatnot. Actually, not even just an anime, but in general, like, a lot of people will shorten it from arubaito to just baito, which is one of those things. Buzzer record. Actually, it's actually, one thing I found was while I was watching, like, a Korean variety show is that in Korean, it seems like the word for part-time job is actually the same. It's arubaito, which is quite interesting. The buzzer went off once at 1 or 2 a.m. on October 12th in the CEO's office. Detective Gumshoe, about this right here. Nope, nothing to say. Really? Gumshoe? Come on, do your job, man. Alrighty then, nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and move. Why don't we? To the mass hideout, I suppose. Maybe? No, I don't think so. Alright, so at me, Detective Agency. I'm going out to all these places first, just in case, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I think what we need to do now is go to the security, or the detention center, I suppose. There we go. October 13th, detention center, visitor's room. Ah, Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight! Did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore! Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see, on the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmailer you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money, and then that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and talk. Mask to mask. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are mask to mask? Did I call it Mr. to mask? I don't know. Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one myself! Here I am, the tragic clown! I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not, after all, you were at KB Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as mask to mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme. Okay, the night of the crime. The whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The night of the crime. So that night, you didn't go to the Lordly Taylor, you went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time of the blackmail note at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? What? No! No! There's no way! Did he? What? But then who? Anyway, then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body.
So that's why you put it in the safe?
Are you an idiot? Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Light kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that.
Why you were fired?
Mr. Light, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you know? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please! Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Oh, thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she even found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money, except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway.
So you became mask for Desiree, huh? Why you were fired? Okay. Let's go ahead and present the new information to you. The new crap. Starting first with the blackmail letter.
So was this blackmail letter written by KB Security CEO Kane Bullard? I think so, probably. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a key card.
The blackmail letter said to me at KB Security.
Then no one other than Mr. Bullard could have had written the letter.
Alright, Ron's wallet.
I was at KB Security at around 1 o'clock that night. I took out my wallet to open the door with the key card.
So is that when you dropped it?
I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth earlier.
CEO office security guard. What are you still doing with this card anyway? Didn't you return it when you left your job at KB Security?
Of course I returned it. Don't be silly. But it got sent back to me along with the blackmail letter. With the blackmail letter? Yes, it said, use this to enter the CEO's office.
Publicity. I see, I understand now. I think I'm starting to picture it all very well. Publicity photo.
Oh, I didn't know Master Mass had become so famous. Huh. Yeah, I actually bought this publicity photo. Really? Well, I'd be happy to sign it if you like. I'll even add behind bars. Yes, please, please.
It looks like Ron was totally forgetting about what happened in the trial today. That he was declared not guilty of being mask to mask. Damask brooch. What do you think about this?
I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. It's just that the thing is, I don't really know if I can say one way or the other. Yeah, I didn't really catch that.
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Alright, Kane's autopsy report. Nope, nothing to say about this, huh? Alrighty then. Newspaper clipping.
Hey! This is an article about my debut heist! Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right, I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Wow, awesome! Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Light? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself.
Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. Newspaper clipping updated to the court record.
But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves a title of Ace Detective.
Detective Atme found the Master Mask disguise?
That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it.
That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. I see, so I was right in assuming, I didn't say it out loud, but the blackmail letters did not come from the CEO, but they came from Luke Atme. But blackmail letters? What are you talking about? Hurry, tell me what you mean. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Whoa, the music. Kane's list. Present. This list, we found in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is the list of all things Master Mass stole! And that's the value of each item listed to them. Next to them. $100,000, $150,000, probably $200,000 next. Are you sure that's what the value of the stolen... Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? That number seemed a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about the stuff because he used to be a security guard. CEO office buzzer. That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it, it makes a terrible racket. Sorry, I just love making a lot of noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with this case? Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it, or anything else for that matter. Buzzer record. The buzzer went off just once at around the time that Bullet was killed. Oh, that's scary. Do you know anything about Mr. Delight? About that, Mr. Delight? Sorry, I'm afraid I don't. Why am I not surprised how clueless he is anymore? Alright, so, new profiles. First and foremost, Larry Butts. What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. It's just that, the thing is, I just don't really know if I can say one way or the other. I didn't really catch that. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Alright, Godot. Isn't he great? I wish I could be half as cool as him. Besides, he's the only one that really believed me when I said I was a thief. Hey, hang on a second. This is the guy that had you arrested for murder. Well, I still don't think that makes him a bad person. What in the world do you see in that coffee crease prosecutor? Well, really, all Godot was doing his job. He did it in a shady way, but really, you can't really fault him for doing his job. Kane Bullard. Mr. Bullard, my old boss. It's so sad. Do you have any idea what might have happened? Was there anyone that might have wanted him dead? Oh yeah, sure. Mr. Bullard was the type of guy who made a lot of enemies. He did lots of threatening things to people. Wait, do you mean he scared people or that he threatened them with blackmail? Well, I guess they're kind of the same, right? Alrighty then, let's go ahead and talk. Blackmail letter. This blackmail letter, is this the first time you got it? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Fear of Imminent heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity, just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all the trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second, what do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $100,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. But plans? Heist plans. What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed our security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you were that one who? So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received some very kind person, incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
So Ron Delight was Master Mask after all. But someone else was behind the thefts. Someone who planned it all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes. But please don't tell Jesse, okay? Ron's testimony added to the court record. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? Please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course! I could never! I'm not lying! All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mystic Maya! Hey, Pearly! I'm back! Hey, Pearl, so what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick! I took it back to the Kudine Village to have it examined! And? What did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Whew! That's a relief. I guess I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint and that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we're gonna find out how they got there. Okay, we'll go find out how they got there. But please don't forget about me. Sacred urn refilled into the court record. I messed up on every single line after Pearls came in. It was ridiculous. Alright, before we leave, before we end up the recording session, there are just a couple things I want to ask. First off, Ron's testimony. Mr. Delight, are you absolutely sure about this testimony? That you stole the treasure as you were directed by a series of blackmail letters? Yes, and I got my money for them in return. It seemed like a good deal. He doesn't look like he's lying. So then how did you explain Mr. Detective's Atme's crazy confession? Sacred urn. That's kind of strange. What is? Up until now, Master Mask has gone after famous works of art or treasures. Why did he suddenly decide to steal his plain-looking urn that nobody would want? You made it sound like you had nothing to do with the theft. Well, it wasn't me that chose to steal this urn. That's true. Any new things to talk about? Alright, I guess that's that. We'll have to continue things off in the next recording session. So, let's go ahead and save. So now we have evidence that it is the real urn. So I think in the next episode we'll try to break Miss Andrews' psych lock, and I believe sometime in the next recording session we'll probably go back to court to defend Master actually Ron Delight of murder. That's what I believe, and that's how things will go. So without further ado, if you like this video or this series of videos, please feel free to If you like this video or this series of videos, please feel free to leave a like. If you thought it was cool, please feel free to subscribe and join the Elven Brotherhood today. Also follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MegaShadowFist. I'll be sure to leave that in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is MegaShadowFist signing out. Bye!